Hello, my friends. Good to see you again. This is 7 English Bible School. Thanks for joining us. And once again, your presence means a lot to me. God bless you and keep you.
The Ukrainian government reporting at least 350 people have been killed, more than 1,600 injured, and they fear the true number could be much higher. And that senior U.S. official tonight telling ABC News that the Russians are not about to retreat, that, quote, the Russians will crush Ukraine in order to win. The outmanned and outgunned Ukrainians still standing ready to fight. Ukraine's embattled President Zelensky speaking with reporters today, saying it's important to stop the bombing before sitting down to negotiate.
And increasingly, it is civilians who are coming under fire. More than 350 people have been killed, according to Ukrainian officials. 1,600 have been injured in less than a week.
Other Russian attacks include this in the northeastern town of Okhtyrka. Ukraine says 70 soldiers died and makes this claim.
They used the vacuum bomb today, which is actually prohibited by Geneva Convention.
Vacuum bombs ignite a fireball that sucks in all surrounding oxygen. They're a thermobaric weapon whose use is condemned by the international community.
International authorities now opening a war crimes investigation into Russia's tactics. A senior U.S. official telling ABC News the fear now is that, quote, the Russians will crush Ukraine in order to win. But there are increasing reports that Russian soldiers are suffering poor morale and shortages of food and fuel. Today, we met Petro Poroshenko, the former president of Ukraine, who's rallying fighters and civilians.
Putin expected that within a very short period of time, within 2 days, he will rise up the Russian flag on the Ukrainian capital. This is not happening.
But in nearby Mariupol, the mayor says his city's surrounded and under constant Russian shelling. And in an ominous sign, a Russian military convoy that at one point stretched 40 miles long is now winding its way closer to the capital. Ukrainian fighters and citizen soldiers say they're ready to meet the superior Russian firepower head on. There are scenes like this now being played out across this city and across the country. Up until a week ago, these guys had regular jobs and regular lives. Today, they've got weapons and they're ready to stand and fight the Russian invasion.
Fear. They fear the true number could be much higher. Retreat. The Russians are not about to retreat. Outgunned. The outmanned and outgunned Ukrainians are still fighting. Embattled. Ukraine's embattled President Zelensky. Slaughter. 33,000 Jews were slaughtered by the Nazis 80 years ago. Civilian. Increasingly, civilians are coming under fire. Convention. The bomb is actually prohibited by Geneva Convention. War crimes. To open a war crimes investigation into Russia's tactics. Morale. Russian soldiers are suffering poor morale. Shelling. They are under constant Russian shelling. All right, that's it. This is what the media says. Probably there are pros and cons, but now let's check out some comments. The Lord called to Moses and spoke to him from the tent of meeting. He said, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, when any of you brings an offering to the Lord, bring as your offering an animal from either the herd or the flock. If the offering is a burnt offering from the herd, he is to offer a male without defect. He must present it at the entrance to the tent of meeting, so that it will be acceptable to the Lord. He is to lay his hand on the head of the burnt offering. It will be accepted on his behalf to make atonement for him. He is to slaughter the young bull before the Lord, and then Aaron's sons, the priests, shall bring the blood and sprinkle it against the altar on all sides at the entrance to the tent of meeting. He is to skin the burnt offering and cut it into pieces. The sons of Aaron, the priest, are to put fire on the altar and arrange wood on the fire. Then Aaron's sons, the priests, shall arrange the pieces, including the head and the fat, on the burning wood that is on the altar. He is to wash the inner parts and the legs with water, and the priest is to burn all of it on the altar. It is a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. All this I've told you so that you will not go astray, and I will put you out of the synagogue. In fact, a time is coming when anyone who kills you will think he is offering a service to God. They will do such things because they have not known the Father or me. I've told you this, so that when the time comes, you will remember that I warned you. I did not tell you this at first because I was with you. Now I'm going to him who sent me. Yet none of you asks me, where are you going? Because I have said these things, you are filled with grief. But I tell you the truth. It is for your good that I'm going away. Unless I go away, the counsel will not come to you. But if I go, I will send him to you. When he comes, he will convict the world of guilt in regard to sin and righteousness and judgment. In regard to sin, because man do not believe in me. In regard to righteousness, because I'm going to the Father, where you can see me no longer. And in regard to judgment, because the prince of this world now stands condemned. I have much more to say to you, more than you can now bear. But when he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he will guide you into all truth. He will not speak on his own. He will speak only what he hears. And he will tell you what is yet to come. He will bring glory to me by taking from what is mine and making it known to you. All that belongs to the Father is mine. That is why I said, the Spirit will take from what is mine and make it known to you. In a little while, you will see me no more. And then after a little while, you will see me. Some of his disciples said to one another, what does he mean by saying, in a little while you will see me no more, and then after a little while you will see me? And because I'm going to the Father? They kept asking, what does he mean by a little while? We don't understand what he's saying. Jesus saw that they wanted to ask him about this. So he said to them, are you asking one another what I meant when I said, a little while you will see me no more, and then after a little while you will see me? I tell you the truth. You will weep and mourn while the world rejoices. You will grieve, but your grief will turn to joy. A woman giving birth to a son, a woman giving birth to a child, has pain because her time has come. But when her baby is born, she forgets the anguish because of her joy that a child is born into the world. So with you, now is your time of grief. But I will see you again, and you will rejoice, and no one will take away your joy. And that day you will no longer ask me anything. I tell you the truth. My Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. Until now you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask and you will receive, and your joy will be complete. Though I have been speaking figuratively, a time is coming when I will no longer use this kind of language, but will tell you plainly about my Father. In that day, you will ask him. If you are more interested in more information, please leave a comment, and I will check out and respond.